Oh, and we also love sharing beautiful and inspirational stories with you, like today's Mandela Monday. Her name is Marilyn May, and she has 2 adult children of her own, and yet she's been a mother to 92 babies and counting. Now, entering the world of these infants in need of motherly care, the months which this Mandela Monday hero has vested in each child's life will pay off for their entire future. Some people find their calling in helping the homeless, others find their calling in helping educating the less privileged and building up a generation of better equipped individuals. Marilyn May, a safety mom and founder of Atlantic Hope, found her calling in taking care of babies and providing them a safe temporary shelter.
Babies arrive here between the ages of birth and 1 year old, tend to stay for 3 to 8 months and come from all over the Western Cape. The need for such care is great.
Marilyn, what prompted you to become a safety mom?
I went to Somerset Hospital to volunteer in the neonatal ICU with moms that needed some help with breastfeeding. And one day when I was there, I heard a baby crying and crying and crying in the back of the nursery. I lifted the baby up and put him on my shoulder and gently rocked him. And he just slumped and fell asleep. And so I asked the sister, where's his mom? And they said, no, he'd been abandoned. So they have him waiting for social services.
What is the protocol in order for a baby to end up in your care?
A typical example is if a baby is identified as being at risk before being discharged from the hospital, they would first get hold of the immediate family and try and see if they could place baby with them. If not, they then contact an outside social worker who would contact a place of safety and discuss with me if there was place, tell me about the medical needs of the baby, give me choices to make an informed decision if I can accommodate the baby. Each child that comes here has to be by an order of a magistrate's court.
Now, I believe you've changed up your living room and your dining room and turned it into a nursery.
Yes, we've sure changed things up. So I used to entertain at my dining room and have people over as any family would in their lounge. And when baby 1 came, and we had a cot, and then we had a crib, and so we had a 3rd crib, and so our lounge and my dining room is now a nursery.
Is it okay if I see the space? I understand now why you had to convert your lounge and dining room into a nursery. Now, I know that the babies that are here, not all of them have been abandoned. Some of them have been removed from their parents due to social problems.
The babies that have come here for 3 reasons. They've either been abandoned, or they've been removed from their parental care, or they're waiting adoption. There is a legal period in which children are not deemed adoptable. And in that period, children are placed in safety homes such as Atlantic Hope.
Looking back over the last 9 years, from Atlantic Hope's first day to where you are today, what are some of the lessons you've learned?
Honestly, day 1, I never had 1 nappy or 1 tin of formula. But we came by and we built it up from not having that to getting sponsors. We've become well known in the community, so we have community that give us cots and compactums and things like that. And there's been a lot of learning things for me which have been very beautiful. For instance, when a couple become a family in front of my very own eye, it's such a blessing. And I will never forget that this apartment and my heart just stood still when the first family that were childhood sweethearts came here and they adopted their little girl.
As a recent sponsor noted, a baby who started life abandoned in a field could end up as a doctor or inventor because of the start they get at Atlantic Hope. May it prove so.